I am very honored and privileged to actually share with you guys someone today that I recently met last week. What really caught my attention was his energy, um, his laugh, but most especially his knowledge on how to start a business, right? So I know a lot of you guys here on LinkedIn, yeah. I know a lot of you guys here on LinkedIn want to slowly get out of corporate America and start having your own business. I know a couple of you guys are startup business, and so I want you guys to hear from the man himself, has a lot of knowledge, 9 years of this, who actually came out also from the corporate America, and hear how he did it. So go ahead, AJ, tell us a little bit about yourself. This is AJ Sue.
Thanks, Blaze. Hi, AJ here, and I met Blaze a week ago too, which has been great. This whole world of LinkedIn is amazing. So I'm a small business coach. I've been doing it about 9 years, and before that, I spent 25 years in retail, mostly left brain stuff, strategy, analysis, finance, but I touched all the areas from operations to merchandise, and I learned the world of retail, and I that is what my coaching is based on. Everything is retail. You got to get a value, you got a product, service, and you got to put a price on it. And once you put the right price and the right services together, you got a sale, and that's retail. So that's what I've been doing for 9 years now, since I was unceremoniously thrown out of corporate America in a management change at the bottom of the Great Recession. So I had time to percolate and just learn what I can really do. And since that time, I found out that I love coaching, and I'm actually really good at it. So that's my story, Blaze.
As I could tell, you have that livelihood. That's good. What I really like what you did was, a lot of times when people get thrown out of corporate America, or I guess fired, a lot of times people get into that depression mode, or they start getting sad and then they don't know what to do. But what I liked what you did is you actually took it as a fuel for you to get out of that for yourself and get out of corporate America, become your own entrepreneur, your own boss. And so tell us a little about that, with the transition from that to having this amazing idea into entrepreneurship.
So I don't want it to sound too strategic or scientific, because I actually don't know that it was. I think people in corporate America, in their jobs, in their lives, often mistake their career or their job, the title, as who they are. My last job, I was the director of strategic planning at Land's End. And the day they fired me, I found out that's not what I was. I was not the director. I was not the financial strategy guy. I was not a retailer. I was actually none of those things. I was an unemployed guy. And it was hard. And I know, because I worked with a lot of unemployed people, helping them find their footing and get going again, that you lose your identity. And I guess I want to pause there and say one thing. And Quentin Allums said this too. Your personal brand is not the same as your professional brand. It's not the same as your company brand. Exactly. You must keep those separate, because when the company goes away, if it goes away, when the job goes away, if it goes away, there has to be something left. There is something left. Yeah. And if you don't take the time to curate that, your own personal brand, if you find, or when you find yourself in this space, you're going to be lost. And that is what an awful lot of displaced, fired, laid off, sacked employees of corporate America find. And I actually found that to be the case for me. The great news for me was, the good fortune was that I was fired at the bottom of the Great Recession. And that meant I had plenty of time to look for a job and never find one. If I had found a corporate job, I would have slid right back in that cubicle and gone on my merry way, not knowing what I could have or should have become. This marinating time, this slow cooking, braising time to figure out what your flavors are, what you're going to be. It's really important. And that's the hardest part about, I think, finding your new path, becoming unemployed, becoming re-engaged. Either the world has to give you enough time by way of the Great Recession, or you have to choose to give yourself enough time.
Exactly.
Secret of all. You will find something. You have a purpose in the universe. But if you haven't done the homework to find out what that is before you got fired, what your brand is before, then you're going to have to go through all of that as you go through trying to find a new job. And it may cause you, because you don't have the wherewithal, you may have to get a new corporate job because that's what is the reality of life.
Wow, so much fire. That's a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge from that. What would you say to our fellow LinkedIn family? What is the one or two advice that you would give somebody to start a business or someone starting a business? How to continue with that?
So you've probably all heard this. Trust and validate. Your gut is probably right. Here's an AJism. The most impossibly hard, sophisticated, complex question. I think that if I asked you that question and I asked you to blink and answer, Blaze, you would give me an answer not knowing why it's right or not knowing how to support it or not. But I would tell you that it's probably 85% right, whatever the hell that means. It's probably right. Your gut is brilliant. Your instincts are brilliant. Your supercomputer brain is processing faster than the little lizardy part of your brain can actually understand and keep up with it. But you should trust your gut and then do your homework. Don't wait too long. Don't go too fast without the validation. But your gut is great. You say, I'm really good at this, I think. I think some people would pay money for this, I hope. Trust that and begin to do the research of figuring out who those people are, how other people package up those services or products. Do your homework and don't worry about getting to the point where it's a Loctite, Perry Mason airtight solution. Start. You're probably close. Put the wheels on the road and start traveling and figure out how to strap the bumpers on as you go along. Be nimble, be quick. But the validation part is don't be stupid. Just make sure you've knocked out the obviously crazy stuff as you start out the mission. But you know what? There's an awful lot you can do without taking major risk in a lot of small business scenarios.
Yes.
You started out being a financial advisor. It was a new thing for you. And you took your lessons, you learned how to use the computer, you learned the phraseologies and the systems. You were ready. You didn't know whether you could do it yet, but you started, right? We start and then we refine. Start smart, trust and validate, and then refine. Don't wait forever. Otherwise, you'll just die in the starting gate.
Oh my gosh. I love that you said that because a lot of times I see this mistake happen. People start a business and like you said, you start it, but don't end like you started. Keep refining, keep getting feedback, keep getting practicing, mastering your craft, getting better. And I feel like a lot of times is people's pride get on the way that if we actually humble ourselves and be like, hey, I need to listen to like AJ here, or listen to someone who's been there, done that, then we would probably excel more in business. So I love that you said that.
Think it through. And I'd also add that, you know what? Perfect is never. Perfect will never exist. And so if you wait for perfect, forget about it. And the only way you can actually evolve is by starting with something. So the minute you start out with whatever your first vision is that's been validated and somewhat vetted, then you actually have something to improve on. And that will lead you where you're supposed to go. It'll give you the right traction and it'll help you become efficient. Initially, rarely is a new business efficient. But if you can get people to buy the product and engage and fall in love with what it does, the operational pricing, profitability part of it, advertising, networking can often come later on. Quickly, but later on, as you figure out what you didn't know to begin with. If I sell a product, I might think it's something specific. Like I might sell ball bearings, right? It's a product. People need ball bearings. They're going to use them for games, or they're going to use them for shotguns or whatever. And someone might want ball bearings for some usage that I had no idea it even existed. That's the evolution. Like I know these little balls of steel are important, but someone's going to buy them for a reason that I don't even understand. Keeping yourself open to that flexibility, those possibilities, is the most smart thing you can do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. Open mind and be grounded on what you believe in. Don't let anyone sway you from that. It's amazing. It's amazing that AJ, that, man, so much knowledge, guys. You guys got it for free. But So for any of you guys that are out here want to start a business or anything like that, I really recommend AJ here. His mindset is amazing. That's really what draw my attention. But other than that, thanks AJ for your time, for your knowledge, and looking forward for more videos to come. So
Thank you,
yeah,
Blake.
reach out to him, connect with him, guys.
Connect with me. I'd love that. It's like, I'll give you two things. Blaze, thank you for all of your help today. It's been great. And I've been really enjoyed getting to know you this last week. One of my deep philosophies is help a lot and transact a little. So I want to help a lot. And I know that by doing that, my business will take care of itself. The laws of an abundant life, doing good work, proving what I can do, the right people will want to hire me, and that's all great. So in the meantime, help a lot, transact a little. And I drive my business on 2 cups of coffee a week, which might be sometimes digital coffees on the phone. So reach out, connect to me. I want to hear your story. I'd love to help you. And on my journey, I know it will lead to all the right things for both you and me. But thank you so much, Blaze. I really appreciated this. It's been fun.
This was fun. We got to do some more.
Yes, more. Go on.
Yeah.
Conquer.
Let's do this. Let's help the world. Let's all communicate, all community. This is what LinkedIn is about.
Connect, and help and help and help.
Yes, and then money will come.
Yes.
But awesome. Thank you, AJ, for being here, and looking forward to speaking to you. Other than that, LinkedIn family, see you guys.
Bye, LinkedIn family. See you guys.
Bye.